We speak about being kind to each other and how we see the world as one place where we've got to look after each other.
Hello, welcome back, HollyBuzz here, and we are back with another video. So today we're going to talk about how this just exploded across every tabloid. Coldplay's Chris Martin and 50 Shades star Dakota Johnson have officially ended their 8-year romance. But what really tore them apart after all this time? Stick around, the truth is way darker than anyone expected.
Because I'd like to get some clarity on
the sudden split. Multiple outlets dropped the bombshell overnight. After nearly 8 years together and a secretly long-standing engagement, Coldplay's Chris Martin and 50 Shades star Dakota Johnson have officially ended their relationship. Reps for both stars remain completely silent, ignoring all comment requests, a move that's fueling speculation they're scrambling behind the scenes to control the fallout. But the clues were there. Just hours before People's exclusive report, Dakota was spotted walking alone in New York's Tribeca neighborhood without her signature emerald engagement ring. Her subdued outfit, oversized pants, and a sun hat contrasted sharply with her usual glamour, hinting at the turmoil beneath the surface. Meanwhile, Chris abruptly flew to London alone, canceling planned appearances. This split cuts deeper, because it's not their first breakup. Sources confirm their relationship was notoriously on-off, with reconciliation attempts as recent as January 2024 when they held hands during Coldplay's India tour. But insiders stress it feels final this time. No joint statements, no farewell gatherings, just a quiet, definitive end to a love story that once included family vacations with his ex-wife Gwyneth Paltrow and their children. Dakota's emotional state is a focal point. Close friends reveal she's devastated, not just by losing Chris, but by the prospect of distancing from his children, whom she loves like my life depends on it. Her recent solo appearance at Cannes, while Chris performed in California, now reads as a silent prelude to this heartbreak, the denial that backfired. Rewind to August 2024. Gossip sites blasted headlines claiming Dakota and Chris had already split. But Dakota's spokesperson shot back hard, calling the rumors not true and insisting the couple was happily together. Fast forward to today, that statement now tastes like sour milk. So, why the cover-up? Insiders reveal the timing was suspiciously convenient. Last summer, Dakota was deep in promotions for her film Daddy-O, which was premiering at major festivals. Any breakup news could have derailed the spotlight. Chris, meanwhile, was gearing up for Coldplay's $500 million world tour. A split scandal might have drowned out his music announcements. Even more telling, Dakota had 3 luxury fashion campaigns dropping that same month, including a high-profile Chanel ambassadorship and a collaboration with The Row. Brands famously freeze over instability, and her team knew a breakup headline could cost millions. One crisis publicist put it bluntly, celebrities deny splits until contracts are secure. Morals rarely trump money. The real kicker? Weeks after the denial, paparazzi caught Dakota without her signature emerald engagement ring during a girls' night with Jennifer Lawrence. Yet her reps stayed silent. Now, with the breakup confirmed, those same reps are ghosting the press. Radio silence. The same voices that shouted, happily together last summer won't even whisper yes or no today. That's not just awkward, it's a PR faceplant. Flashback to 2017. Dakota sneaks into Chris's concert. No photos, no paparazzi, just a private booth in the shadows. Months later, they're holding hands at Stella McCartney's show, their first confirmation. Classic low-key move, but think deeper. He's a global rock star. She's an indie film darling. Opposites attract? Maybe. Or maybe she loved his quiet side away from screaming fans. He loved her artsy privacy. Until he didn't. Dakota's mom, Melanie Griffith, once gushed to People magazine, "I adore Chris." But then she dropped this bomb. Dakota's extremely private. I respect that. Translation? She tells me nothing. And that's the red flag. Multiple sources say Chris clashed with Dakota's family. He's spiritual, vegan, ultra-posh British. Her mom? Old Hollywood wild child. Dakota allegedly refused holidays together, put walls up, made Chris feel like an outsider in his own relationship. The cracks nobody saw. In 2021, Dakota gave a rare peek behind the curtain. "We both work so much. It's nice to be home and cozy." Sounds sweet? Look closer. Work so much equals Chris touring 200 days a year. Cozy at home equals Dakota alone in empty mansions. Insiders say she begged him to quit touring. He refused. Then her career exploded. Madam Web, Netflix deals, and suddenly she's never home either. Two ships passing in the night, with resentment building for years. 3 weeks ago, Chris missed Dakota's 35th birthday. Studio obligations claimed his team, but insiders whisper he was recording in Bali. She threw a rage fit, demanded he choose music or marriage. He chose music. Why? Coldplay's $500 million tour starts next month. And Dakota? She just signed a massive Netflix trilogy, both prioritizing careers over love. The ultimate Hollywood curse. The fallout explosion. Right now, Dakota's Chanel contract is dangling by a thread. Brands famously freeze over instability, and her breakup news couldn't have come at a worse time, just as she's promoting her new film Materialist solo in New York. Her recent fashion statement, a jaw-dropping sheer black dress with a chocolate bodysuit underneath, screamed revenge era, but insiders whisper it's a mask for panic. Chanel hasn't commented, but history shows luxury houses quietly distance themselves from stars in personal turmoil. Dakota's missing emerald engagement ring during Tribeca strolls only fuels the fire. CHRISH faces his own chaos. Leaked lyrics from his upcoming tour rehearsals hint at heartbreak ballads about broken vows and cracks that fix. Awkward timing, given he publicly urged fans to see Dakota's Materialist just days before their split went viral. The real victim? Their $12 million shared Malibu eco-mansion, a custom-built sanctuary with solar panels, a vegan kitchen, and floor-to-ceiling ocean views. Designed for forever, it's now listed at a loss. A monument to dead love. CHRISH already owns 3 other luxury Malibu properties, but this one symbolized their future. Dakota refuses to visit, calling it a museum of ghosts. Conspiracy mode activated. Remember last summer's breakup rumors? What if they were real? Leaked texts suggest Dakota wanted out then, but her team forced the happily together lie. Why? Her film Daddy-O was hitting festivals. His album needed hype. Fake it till you make it, until you break it. Now legal teams are battling over NDAs. Who talked? Who gets silenced? This war is just starting. CHRISH is reportedly spiraling, canceling interviews, hiding at a Tibetan retreat. Dakota? She's already rebounding with an indie director 10 years her senior. Revenge era? Or just another Hollywood rebound? Either way, this story's far from over. They survived 50 Shades level scandals, but couldn't survive the Hollywood machine. Behind the red carpets and sold-out stadiums, this split cuts deeper than fans realize. Dakota, at 35, is navigating a crushing truth. Her dreams of motherhood collided with CHRISH's reality as a father of 2 nearly grown children. Their age gap wasn't just numbers, it was a canyon of mismatched futures. While she whispered about cribs and family vacations, he'd already lived that life. The heartbreak isn't just losing CHRISH, it's mourning the bond she forged with his kids, Apple and Moses, who called her Aunt Dakota for years. Her recent defiant fashion statements, like that jaw-dropping sheer dress in NYC, aren't just revenge glam, they're armor. And what about CHRISH? Those leaked tour lyrics about broken vows and empty kitchens suddenly make brutal sense. He's channeling pain into performances, but insiders say he's struggling, canceling interviews, hiding out in his other Malibu homes while their shared eco-mansion sits empty, a $12 million ghost of promises made. That vegan kitchen they designed together? Now, just a museum of what could have been. The real question, will Dakota break her silence? She's fiercely private, but this pain is volcanic. Her upcoming film Materialists ironically explores ruthless ambition. Will art imitate life? And CHRISH, Coldplay's next album is rumored to be their rawest yet. Are we about to get a breakup ballad that shatters records? Sound off below. Do you think Dakota will expose hidden truths? Could CHRISH's music turn their private collapse into public catharsis? Tap subscribe right now. We're tracking every twist in this saga, from Malibu to Mumbai. You won't find these insights anywhere else.